Hello everyone! I hope you all had a great weekend. Even though it rained all weekend, I still seem to enjoy the cooling weather, as fall is my favorite season. I want to thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. I just wanted to go over some things that I have been noticing in the office. A big part of it is the etiquette of the employees in the workplace, and I think it's growing to be a problem. By solving this problem, I believe we can each have a greater respect for our employees, and the productivity within the office will also increase. A recent national survey conducted by Kessler International came up with some disturbing information about the state of manners, etiquette, and ethics in the workplace. Of the participants, 84% observed rudeness and lack of courtesy in their staff, and 65% felt that a shocking majority lacked a moral compass. Unfortunately, I have begun to see and hear these things happening in our office. I have witnessed supervisors that are afraid of offending someone by either correcting their behavior, their dress, their appearance, or even their language, so they are just ignoring the problem altogether. I have also begun to notice that employees are unable to handle confrontation. Some other things I have noticed is the complete lack of courtesy and respect for others, with the failure to say please, thank you, and you're welcome, and the complete lack of proper table manners when dining with clients or other employees. I'm noticing these things starting to happen just about every day. This type of behavior should not be appreciated in our office, and I would hope that you could all agree with me on this, and I hope I am not just bringing up a problem that isn't going to be resolved. I know this information may seem overwhelming, but companies can suffer for many years due to this. I am hoping that by bringing this up to you now, we can stop it from causing any more damage. It is time to do something about it before customers, coworkers, and profits suffer anymore. Employee relationships can have a great amount of effect on company productivity. If employees and managers begin to show a lack of respect for each other in the workplace, the results can be counterproductive to the company. George Root III, who wrote The Effects of a Lack of Respect in the Workplace, shared some things that can be affected. Staff members that show a lack of respect for each other create breaks in company communication. Employees that do not respect each other will not find it necessary to exchange important information in an attempt to put each other behind on company updates. This prevents information from getting to other employees and starts to affect the company-wide communication. Also, people who do not respect each other do not give each other credit for the skills that they possess. An example of this is when the manager doesn't respect the top producing coordinator and decides to give that job to the other coordinators. The results of this can be that the quality of work suffers and the reputation of the company can become damaged. I don't want this to happen to our company, and I am in fear that it is already starting to happen in our insurance department. I have also noticed rumors to be a problem. People who do not respect each other can sometimes become spiteful and spread rumors that tend to grow completely out of proportion. These false rumors can distract employees from their jobs, and they can also start to spread misinformation that can have a negative effect on employee morale. There are 5 very straightforward solutions that I believe can be implemented, although they may not be the simplest. I believe in these solutions because these are problems that should not be taken lightly. First, management really needs to take charge to recognize and to deal with the problem. The Human Resource Department needs to act and needs to see that all policies that are in place but are also they need to be implemented. Supervisors need to be trained to handle confrontation and corrective action. Employees need to be held accountable. Behavior needs to change before etiquette and ethics are but a faint memory. I believe the most important of these solutions is that employees need to be held accountable. With the help of Andrew Jensen, who wrote about holding employees accountable for performance, he states that the unfortunate mistake that is made by many business owners whose employees are not meeting performance expectations in terms of attitude or competency is to shift the majority of the work burden from the shoulders of the unsatisfactory employees onto the shoulders of the company's best workers. And I know this happens in our office. These workers generally have been allowed to establish these poor work habits, the fact being that they know they are unlikely to be held accountable, or just a genuine inability to adequately perform the requirements of their position. When given the strong employees the extra work, not only do you compromise the strong employees' ability of their own performance objectives, but you also risk burdening them to the point where they leave their employment. Should this occur, you would be faced with a staff comprised exclusively of incompetent employees. Employees who fail to meet performance expectations, even after they have been clearly explained, are a drain on the company's productivity. Therefore, it is unfortunately necessary that weak employees who show no signs of performance improvement be removed from your company as soon as possible. Doing so produces long-term benefits for both the employee and our company. The correlation with this is that the employees that are not productive are most commonly the employees who do not use adequate right at work, and therefore most commonly gain a loss of respect from their other employees. If it is being noticed that an employee is being disrespectful to a client or customer, that employee loses out on tasks, and those tasks are moved to the employee who is going to treat the customer correctly, in turn making that employee frustrated from having a heavier workload. The solution of holding employees accountable is better than others because out of all of the solutions, this is the one that has the highest and greatest impact on the company, also proving to be the most efficient solution to the problem. There could be revisions made to the current disciplinary plan where employees are held accountable for their actions, and along with that, a weekly or monthly friendly reminder on how people should be treated in the workplace, and to just be mindful of others around them. This will help solve etiquette problems in the workplace and hopefully make the office a great place to work and where people look forward to coming to work on a daily basis. I would like to thank you for taking the time to meet with me today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week.